The other aspect that we run in regard to base is an auger tower, so it's an option. So this can be dropped in any of these box sections. Around the mast, around the base, sorry, there are 4 of those. Three in fact, we've deleted one. The post rack system that I use drops into those, so I can carry 30 fence posts on my post driver. I can carry up to 9 strainers on my post driver. So my post driver can go around the job on that section that we're on, carrying the strainers to each point. I don't have to lay them out, and all I need to do is slide that strainer off and stand it up under the mast and drive it in and drive to the next point. So once that's done, at the same time I'm pairing out a ground wire, I get to the end, tie off and strain up. I go to my nearest bundle, throw my posts onto my post racks and start working my way back down that line. All a one-man operation. So I'm not in a position where I have to lay equipment out. With the swinger, I do have to lay out because I don't have a post rack system on the swinger. There's no base to work to. It's just a rotational. But with this model, you can carry gear on you. Got 2 trays here, chain strainers, spray cans, fencing pliers, hammers and staples. It's about all I use. Ground pins, I will carry a dozen ground pins for pinning down. If we've benched the line and I've got to pin my wires down, I've got my ground pins with me. Fiberglass rods will generally run in one of these legs. I carry half a dozen of those because I'll sometimes backmark. My level, we fence to a level. There's our height, there's our level. So that lives in there. So with our fencing, the way we work is my rammer, I'm generally working backwards. My ground line is there. My mast is square to my wire. I'm looking back at the work I've already done. If I've had a deflection that I can't control, I'll try and blend that in. And by looking back on my work, I can do that. If you're working forward, you can't see it. My level comes out and I level from the wire to the side of the post that's affected by the wire. If you're lucky, you'll have the wire on the back of the post and you can simply work out the back. Sometimes you can't, you've got to work on the inside and you're leveling to the top of your post off your wire. So we generally run about a 5 or a 10 mil gap at the bottom. So in essence, every single post has got a 5 or a 10 mil lean on it, which is nothing. So we use a single wire, means I can step across the wire. I'm not trying to duck under a wire all day long. And I use my spirit level to give me a straight line. And by working backwards, I can keep an eye on my line, making sure that I have got a straight top line. Even in post and rail work, we just use the one wire. If we get real fussy, we'll pull a string line out and we'll string line the top.